Today is June 12th, 2013, and I'm doing a little updating on what happened on June 10th, 2013. I made a little video about what happened. A, um, a pot went flying out of my dish drainer from my into the sink, and right after I was asking the spirits to bring back my keys that had been missing since January 2013. They just vanished right out of my purse. And I'm doing a little updating about what happened. My dog Panda had been pretty freaked out since then. She wouldn't even go outside to go to the bathroom. That evening that happened, when the pot was thrown, she wouldn't even go out the back door. Now, she'll turn 3 next month. She never had a problem like that. I mean, sometimes she'll get spooked about going out that back door. Now, that's kind of a rarity, but last night, I mean, that night that happened, she wouldn't go out. She wouldn't go out at all. And then I thought, well, okay, so be it. And then the next morning, my dogs who sleep with me, they barrel down down the steps to go out because they've been upstairs all night. Who doesn't want to go to the bathroom in the morning? So, they barrel down the steps that morning, and then she gets to the back door, and she turns around and starts clawing at the door. She wants to come back in. She didn't even want to be out there, and I immediately knew there was something wrong. So, a couple of minutes later, she just goes on the floor. That's not my dog. That's not my dog at all. And there's nothing medically wrong with her because, she was just at the vet a month ago. And a couple hours later that day, everything seemed to be a little bit better. She seemed a lot calmer. And I don't know what happened because we usually have a lot of activity during the morning because when that drawer pulled out, that excuse me, that happened at 9:30 in the morning. And sometimes when I hear some audible voices, that happens usually early in the morning. I don't know what it is. I have some early ghosts around here. So, now, when that pot was thrown, a few days prior to that, I was standing by the kitchen. We have a small window there. I had a plastic cup thrown out, and I caught it. I didn't see it, obviously, but right out the corner of my eye, I went, ooh! I caught it real quick. So, something there likes to throw things out of my dish drainer. I had a few large stern spoons that were thrown directly at me. I mean, I was standing there at the microwave making popcorn, with my arms crossed like this, waiting for the popcorn, and then I get this spoon, thrown at me. So, yeah, it likes to play with things that are in the dish drainer. And the cupboard there that's underneath it, it's like a Lazy Susan kind of cupboard. We heard a voice there. We thought my oldest son and I were standing in the kitchen, and we could have swore it was coming from within that cupboard, but it could have been right, where that dish drainer was coming from. But because we both turned around at the same time, and we're like, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that?" It sounded like. Obviously, it was a child's voice because it was like. I don't even know. We couldn't make out what it was saying, but it sounded like it was from within the cupboard because that cupboard door had opened a few times already. And without surveillance cameras, we can't possibly get any of this on tape. That's why when I post things, it's the aftermath of what happens. I was told by a lead investigator never to videotape anything or do EVPs because you're only gonna bring more spirit activity, more activity into the home. It's like I don't have that already. So, if you don't mind me just posting what's happening of the aftermath, or whatever, or letting me tell you about what's going on, okay, but I do try to run my webcam now and then, and if I do get something, hopefully maybe one of these days, I am going to run it because I do have activity anyway. If I run the webcam and I get something, I get something, but I'm just going to continue to post what happens. And I am going to eventually get time to tell you about the few things that happened within the past 13 years. So if you want to subscribe, please do so, and I will, when I get time, I will tell you the stories about what happened in the past 13 years. Okay, thanks for watching.